What's going on, guys? Marty here at Par Extreme, and I hope you're ready for the adventure, because today we're leaving on our 4-day portaging trip, and I'm bringing along my good friend Pierre-Antoine, so let's get in the car and get going. Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go, baby!
Woo! What's up, guys? It's been a while. It's been a crazy year, but we're back. And hopefully with some steady content this time around. But more to come on that later. Let's talk about the trip a little bit. We're here on, I know it's Opeongo. I don't know how to pronounce it. But we're here. So we drove up from Ottawa last night. Got in here at like midnight, pulled a good old early 20s move, slept in the car, and we're on the lake. It's nice and early. We've got a huge day ahead of us, and big day because we're meeting a good friend. You guys know this guy too. We're meeting Alain at Otter Lake, which is quite a bit of a distance. When we told the guy at the front desk that we were gonna paddle out there, he just stared at us blank. So I take it it's a little far, but that's all right. We'll make it as far as we go. It doesn't really matter. But I would love to see Alain. You guys know Alain from the Adirondack trekking video, which I'll put a link in the card here, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. We're meeting him up tonight. He just happened to go on a solo trip while Pierre-Antoine and I are doing our thing here. So we said, well, why don't we try to meet up, have one night together, and just kind of enjoy a good time around a campfire. But it's a beautiful day right now, super calm. Not too warm, not too cold yet. It's quite early though. The wind, there's no wind, so the lake is super calm as well. So it makes it really easy to paddle. And we're gonna enjoy it because I don't think it's gonna stay like this based on the forecast, although I've learned over the year that the weather forecast seems to cause more stress than being accurate. But there are chances of rain and thunderstorms, so we're trying to do as much mileage today as we can so we can just kind of keep shelter later. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to be here. So calm and peaceful. We're pretty lucky because it's a huge lake. We did about, I don't know if you can see, but the island over there, that'll be about 2/3 of the lake, and we've been paddling for about an hour and a half, so we're doing some great time. I don't think it'll be an issue to get to our camping spot tonight to meet with Alain. Feels pretty good. Here's the water system I'm using today, guys. Katahdin, the 0.6 liters. Perfect. And I just love how it's just so compact. I keep it in my life jacket right here. And I want water, I just scoop it, run it out, take as much as you need. Put the filter on top. Oh, you're just about to fall. You almost fell in. And then shake it up a bit just to unclog the filter. Good to go. Fresh Opeongo Lake water. So, we made it to our first portage, and he's a big guy. We've got, I think 2.8. Nope, 2.18 meters or kilometers. So, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I think it's gonna be a good one. At least it's the yellow or the black trails here, so this should be an easy trail, pretty straightforward. But still, I have probably 50 pounds on my back of gear, another at least 50 pounds of canoe, or I don't know how much it is, but it's fairly heavy canoe. We're gonna try to single carry it just to see if we can, how far we go, and then we'll go from there. Maybe we'll have to stop and ditch a canoe and keep walking. We'll see how it goes. If you've watched my gear list video I just shooted before leaving, one of the things I was talking about, or I was showing you one of the gear that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite gear ever, but nobody uses them, is these guys. Let me show you. Five-toe Vibram minimalist shoes. I'll make an official review on them. So I have quite a few miles actually on them. I run with this all the time in the trails back home. I wouldn't recommend anybody to just go out with them. You do have to train your foot with it. Really take it slowly, do small distances at first, but once you're trained with them, they are absolutely phenomenal. Super lightweight. You feel like you're not wearing anything. They dry super easily. You go in the water, come out, and one of the most important thing, which to me obviously is to protect the bottom of your feet, is the Vibram sole that's underneath, which has a ton of grip and protects your feet from any cuts and anything like this, and or branches, roots. You can still feel the roots and branches through, so you got to watch where you step, obviously, especially if there's a pointy rock. You're gonna feel it, but you won't cut yourself or anything like this. And that's what I do all my portaging with. That's why I'll be wearing this all day, all the way until camp. I don't mind if they get wet. Super comfortable, breathable. It's not warm. I absolutely love these things. So, but we're portaging right now. We're trying to single carry it. So we've got everything in here. You can see the paddles tied in, the rods, and it's supposed to be about 25-minute hike one way. Now we're carrying everything, so maybe a 30-minute, but we're timing it. So I'll talk to you at the end of this trail. Crystal clear water. Made it through our first 2.1K portage. We single carried it all the way through. We had to take one break in the middle. This is not the ideal canoe for portaging, but that's what we have. So we're here. It was quite heavy, but you know, we just took, I was at the front for the first half, Pierre-Antoine was at the back, or vice versa, and we just swapped halfway through, and it worked out pretty good. So now it's lunchtime, and I can't remember the name of this lake, but it's beautiful, and we met some people on the trail, and they said that there's good fishing here, so maybe we'll catch dinner here. Let's see. We just had lunch here at the end of the portage. Had a nice cup of coffee, and we're now just about to jump on the water. We're on I think it's Happy Island Lake. Happy Island Lake, I think. And we have a good amount of other portages to go today. We have another like 1.8 kilometer, another kilometer one. We just did 2.1. So we still have a good amount of portage, but it's still early in the day. It's just about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So there's plenty of time to get out there. But it's beautiful. And look, I'll pan you guys over. This is what we were looking at over lunch. Absolutely beautiful. Water's clear, 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 sandy. And we're gonna be heading around the first corner there over there and heading to our next portage. We were hoping to catch some fish here on this lake because we've heard that it's pretty good. But there's just so much portaging left to do. I think we're gonna spoil our fish, so we're gonna wait to get to the Otter Slide Lake before we attempt to fish at all, actually. So we're just gonna try to plow through all of this, get out there, and before we get set up, just start fishing as soon as we hit Otter Slide Lake, and try to find Alain after that. So let's do it. Second portage of the day, 930 meters. We're single carrying this one.
Absolutely.
We're gonna pull this out. We're going from Appy Isle to Shiner Lake.
Yeah.
Small lake, tiny, tiny lake. We're gonna be like paddling for, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's very, very small. And then we have the big guy, 1.8, and then a short paddle, and then another 500. So we've got a lot ahead of us, but it's still early in the day. What time is it?
It is right now 2:37.
2:37 it is.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who wear boots like that in a portage?
Real voyageurs,
I think.
All right, we're right back at it again. Whew, single carrying this guy. This is our technique.
Definitely working.
All right. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. Look what we found. Alain. Woo! You guys have seen him in the Adirondacks, top of 4 high peaks. Perfect, gentlemen.
Yes,
He's not available though.
No.
Done with the second portage. We're in Shiner Lake now. Is it? Yes. Shiner Lake. Super easy portage actually. This one took us like 12-13 minutes. So for 1 kilometer, and the other one was 2, and it took us 40. So that just tells you how much easier the trail was here. So whew, we're still doing good though. Beautiful small little lake. We're going to be paddling for 2 minutes. We'll be at the next portage, so it's time to fill up on water, drink, because the next one is a big one, 1.8, and then we have another 600 meter one after. So when we told the guys at the front gate, when we were telling them where we were sleeping, and we told them we were sleeping out there, he looked at us, he just stared blank. He's like, "You're not gonna do this." I'm like, "Yeah, we should be able to."
Well, to start with, he thought Opeongo would take us about 5 hours.
Fair enough. They have to be, I think they have to give realistic expectations to people so they don't find themselves in bad situations. But we're doing good. We're doing fantastic. Shiner Lake to Otter Slide. There's branches everywhere here. The Otter Slide Lake portage, 1,800 meters, single carry. Let's get this bad boy in. Woohoo! Then we're on our lake, right?
Yep.
I thought we had another one.
What? He says maybe it is.
I thought there was another 500 meter portage though on the map. Time will tell. We've got a bird. We've got a bird. It's been a tough day. Woo! Huge day. We just finished the last portage. I didn't take any shots because it's just the bugs, man. We were just walking right through swamp, and the canoe is quite heavy. It is quite heavy. It's challenging to carry the canoe, the two of us, to kind of have the same pace as we're moving forward without it being too hard, and it's super heavy on the shoulders, but we pulled through. This was definitely our biggest day and the biggest portage we have of the whole trip, so I'm pretty happy about it, but now it's time for food, swimming, get the camp set up, camp duties, and just hang out. I think rest tonight will be well deserved. Alright guys, here we are. We got into camp. As you guys saw, we got our camp ready. Had a quick snack, and then we needed just to go swim in the water, so we went swimming, cooled down, and now the sun is slowly dipping down. I think there's about an hour and a half to 2 hours of sunlight still. And we're just gonna take that opportunity on the calm side of the island here to troll a little bit and fish. See if we can catch a snack of some sort. Just fishing with a regular lure. It's just a spoon. And see what we can get with that as we troll around. And yeah, at this point, we did 28 kilometers today in 9.2 hours. So it was a pretty big day in terms of traveling, but. And we were pretty exhausted at the end, but the swim and a little bit of food really helped, and now we're just gonna take it easy until tomorrow, and I think that will be our biggest day for sure of the trip. So just sitting down around the campfire now, guys. The official end of our first day. We're just we went out fishing with absolutely no luck, not even a bite, nothing. Most likely the fishermen rather than the lakes or the fish. There's the problem in there. But we're just sitting around the campfire. I just had awesome dinner. Some chicken risotto. No, cheese and mushroom risotto. No chicken at all. So I think I'll say good night for now, guys. We're just gonna be hanging around the campfire for the rest of the night, taking it easy, having a glass of wine, chatting, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Got eggs, scrambled eggs, herbs. I'm gonna add some of these to my oatmeal this morning. I just had the eggs, they were fantastic, but I'm still a little hungry, so I'll have a couple of packs of oatmeal. So I've got maple and apple cinnamon that you mix together, and now we've got some blueberries. Morning of day 2. Just had breakfast. as you saw, I picked some wild blueberries and I added them to my oatmeal. So that was quite good actually. It's about 10 o'clock at least. We definitely slept in yesterday after a long paddle, and we were looking at what we're going to do today. So I'll share that with you guys later. But as I'm sitting around and the guys kind of working around, I wanted to check in with you guys. Where have I been this year? Well, I spent the entire year last year, from last July to now, which is the end of July, building a house. So that was a crazy project. So yeah, that took all of my time, and I did not have any time to go out or much. I went out once in the Adirondacks. I went out another time with my wife. We went for a hiking trip, just a day hike trip. And I did edit that video, never had the time to post it. So I will post it. You'll actually be, by the time you see this, you'll have seen the other one. But hopefully the plan coming up for the next little while is I'm going to be kind of banking on a little bit of videos of trips I'm going to do this summer. And because I'm still getting set up at the house and just kind of organizing myself still, I think all these videos might be coming out sometimes in September. So this is July 26th, 27th. We're around there at the end of July. And then I think I'm going to start posting all of them in September because I need to find my computer and all the boxes still. I need to edit stuff. I need to be able to put stuff up. So I'll be doing that. But it's been a crazy year. You guys might also wonder where the kids have been in the last couple of trips. We also went out this winter. You guys saw this, to the cross-country ski trip, which was fun. I've got plenty of trips coming up also with the kids this summer, which I'm super excited because it's been a long year. Best way I can explain it is short-term pain for long-term benefits. I have been working at the house every night after work, every day of the weekend, and I think it's time to reconnect all together, me, the kids, my wife, the family together, and that's what we intend on doing. We're moved into our new house, our dream house. We're really happy with everything. We're pretty lucky to even have had the chance to do that, to build a house the way we wanted it. So yeah, so at this point, we're gonna try to get back to normal life, and I want to just keep coming out more. I'm hoping to start doing a podcast with some friends and also with other YouTubers that I want to put out some content out there. I want to basically give out, and if you're a YouTuber out there and you're watching this, I want to start a podcast where I give the opportunities to YouTubers to basically for us to get to know you a bit more. And yes, we get to know you through your videos and all the Q&As that you guys do, but I like to have some conversations with people. I want to get people to know you even more. I want to, learn how you think, and I also want to hear about all the crazy trips you might have done, and a lot of that podcast will be on that. Which last night we recorded our first podcast with the guys because the guys went down one of the major river in the Northwest Territories, and I wanted to hear about their trip. So we podcasted around the campfire, so that will be posted later. So it'll be all around that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping to commit to regular content. I really enjoy this. I love the memories that it creates for me. I have a lot of positive feedback from my friends and family around, and other YouTubers and followers that I've met along the way. Although I only have like 23 right now, but it's all been positive. And honestly, at the end of the day, it just creates such good memories for myself, for my kids. Sometimes we just sit back in our couch at home and we just put the playlist of all the trips we did together, and it's just fun. Like they're home videos. Remember when you were young maybe, and your dad had a big camera and he kept taking, at least that was my dad, kept taking shots of everything. Well, I guess I became that guy now. I never thought I would, but it really does just leaves it gives me and my family and the kids and my wife just such great memories, and that's really what I want to keep doing that, and hopefully I'll bring you guys along and you guys will enjoy it. And if you have any comments, questions that you want to ask me, you want to join the podcast at any given time, just you know, shoot me a DM. Find me on Instagram, which the link is in the description below. Find me on Facebook, on Messenger. We'll do all of that. And yeah, so that's kind of what's been happening. Not that much in the sense that it's been just the one project I've been on, but it's been a humongous project, so it's been a lot that I haven't been able to do anything else. But now we're getting back to regular life, and I'm pretty happy about this. So cheers, and I'll catch you guys up once we're in the water and we have figured out where we're going. It's hard to leave this morning. We had such a long day. We're pretty comfortable right now. It's cool. The sun's not burning us or anything, so we're at least going to take another 20. You know, there's no sun today, but it's still hot. So I like to take my buff and just put it in and wrap it around my neck. It cools me down here. And just going to put it all over my face. So I said in the last time we spoke, I said we'd hang out for another 20, but I think we hung out for another 2 hours. But we came up with a different plan. In all honesty, Pierre-Antoine and I are absolutely exploded from yesterday's trip. Total of like plus 4 kilometers worth of, I think it's 4.5 kilometers of portaging and 28 kilometers total of traveling. And we're pretty happy to see Alain too. So Alain started at a different door. So what we decided to do is we're just gonna go with him and just kind of do shorter days and just kind of enjoy, because the point of coming out was, yes, I wanted to travel and all that, but I didn't realize how tired I was, to be honest, and how not unprepared, but I'm not as fit as usual, just because I've been spending, as I said already, the last year just building and working so much. So we're gonna take the next 2-3 days. What are we, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday? Yeah, just to rest a bit more. We're still gonna travel, but we're gonna make our way to Alain's door. And then, so we don't even have a portage today. We're just gonna stay on the same lake. Well, actually, it's called Little Otter Slide Lake. That's where we're going. And then we're gonna start portaging tomorrow and going back towards his car. And then we're gonna do. He's gonna drive us back to Opeongo, and we're gonna go back after. So it's kind of neat because this way we don't do Opeongo again, which is a huge lake, and it's fun to not do this, you know, the same route you came in. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited just to hang out and chill. Like, it feels really good just to be able to relax too. So like this morning, that was awesome. So the goal is we're gonna hit the shoreline, and we're just gonna travel along the shoreline, troll as we go, take it easy. Oh, here we go. First cast in, and see if we can catch some fish and just kind of set up early. It's already, what time is it, boys? 12:30?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. We're so lazy today. That's good. That's good. That's why we came here, to also to enjoy ourselves, right? So that's the plan. So let's do it. Well, no luck so far, guys. We are absolute terrible fishermen. That's for sure. The fish can see right through all of our tricks. Let's keep trying. She's windy. Well, that's a first. This here, this guy. I've always had luck with this guy. Always worked. Nothing. Nothing. I'm starting to think the lake is dead. There's gotta be a bass in there. Check it out, guys. Wind just turned. Sorry for the audio. I just put the mic away because it started to rain. The wind's just turning and it's pretty dark out there. So we need to get set up. Found our campsite. Pretty cool. So my tent is all set up. I'll show you guys the camp in a little bit. But now I'm gonna be on the bear hang duty, and I'll show you what we're doing. So we're using a cross rope between two trees with a pulley in the middle, because we have a good amount of weight between the three of us in terms of food, and the pulley just really helps getting it nice and high without having to work too hard. So pretty simple and straightforward system. So what I'm thinking, I'll turn you around. What I'm thinking is to hang up here, first rope, then we're gonna go across that tree. We might have to go up to these trees here. I have to be careful because this tree is a little close, but I think if we are in between this tree and these guys here, we're gonna have way enough clearance in between, and I'll be able to put it nice and high actually. So let me set you up so you can see how we do this. So we got an Algonquin rope, a little bit of water. That is what we are going to throw. It's gonna help us out. You can use a rock too, but honestly the rock is it's challenging to get it to stay in there. So just football throw above. Oh no, dude! All right, so that's not gonna work. Oh man! So the branch I was gonna use, I hit it with an Algonquin and it completely broke off. So it's probably better that we're not using this spot. Let me look around and I'll tune you guys back in. All right, I think I found the next best thing. The next best thing, we have a Y-shaped tree up here, so we're gonna do this, and then so that part is awesome. Just look it up. This nice Y. Very easy. And then I'm gonna try to go across these trees. There seems to be a handful of branches over there. Bear hangs are not my thing. I know in theory it's super simple. I just find finding the spot to be quite challenging. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it never takes me 2 minutes to set up a bear hang. Well, it takes me 2 minutes to set up a bear hang. It takes me an hour to find the spot. So maybe you guys can give me some tips if you have any, because it always takes me quite a while. But I think I'll try this. I'll definitely have a good anchor from there, and then the next tree where I'm gonna go, I have an idea, but if it doesn't work, I can try a couple of things. So all right, wish me luck. Okay, same thing. Algonquin, a little bit of water, tie an easy knot to it. Et voila. All right. Anchor number 1 ready. So let's look at the second anchor now. All right, so the pulley we're going to be using is just a simple cheap pulley. So you throw your first anchor over, and then before you throw the other one, don't forget to feed the pulley through, otherwise you're going to have to undo your work. So you feed it through, and then now we find another anchor. All right, I think I found another spot. The second anchor is going to be right up here, and this way we're going to be going all the way across. And I know there's trees in the way here, but that's fine because we're going to be hanging it between the first pine, some kind of pine tree, and then the birch at the back there. So it's going to be plenty of space, and I think I have enough rope to do that. So let's see if I can throw this in. This one doesn't look too hard. Hey, voila. Final product, we got this tree here, first anchor. The second one is over there. I'm sure it's really hard to see, but you can see if you can follow this rope here all the way to the top. We've got the pulley. Oof. Yeah, it might be really challenging to see, but we're gonna be in a perfect situation, super high between this tree and that tree. No bears can come around and just climb and get to it, so we call that a success. Soap, thick lighter, scrubby, stove, can, and pots. All sub 1 par. This is just a homemade koozie. Lunch. Well, you guys just missed the rain. We had to hunker down quite a bit. It was raining pretty hard. It looked like it was gonna rain like this all night, and it might continue. I think it stopped actually over the lake, and all we're hearing right now is the leftover drip from the trees. But we had a small day today. Nothing too big, you know. I think we did 4 kilometers, 3 hours, and we fished all day. We just trolled around, followed the shoreline. Right now we're just sitting down. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea, and eventually we're gonna make dinner and just take it easy, sit around under this 10 by 10 tarp, protected from the rain, and have a good night, good conversations again with good people. Can't ask for better. All right, guys. End of day 2. I'm just hunkered in now. Had a good night around, hanging out under the tarp, just hanging out with the guys. And we had to change my tent of position because it looked like it's been raining quite a bit, and it looks like it looked at the time when I set up my tent that the water would be able to just kind of go around, pass through, and unfortunately that that wasn't the case. I had a pool under my tent, so but it's still holding up really good. Like, there's no water inside. It's just, I mean, sleeping in a puddle is just asking for trouble. So it was getting a little kind of humid or damp, not fully wet but damp on the floor, so I figured let's change it. So I actually took the spot right underneath the tarp, so I'm 100% covered for the evening. The ground is still dry under me here, so it's awesome. So that'll be it. So I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing in terms of mileage or anything like this tomorrow, but we'll look at the map and figure that out tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.